properties. Alright, so my mic was off all this time, and now that Reflector said something about music, I was trying to see if my microphone volume is loud enough, and turns out it was not loud enough because it was completely off. So yeah, there you go. But yeah, I don't know, I'm not, I've been talking a little bit, saying hello to people, and people probably didn't hear my hello, so they were weirded out by me not saying anything. But yeah, it's just a night stream. I didn't really plan anything for this one. Cynics has this challenge, I don't know what its name is, but you have to design a character, and the characters are based on some sort of Mac school, Mac university, and you have to design your own little character for that. And I found it interesting, even though I suck at character design, so I'm mostly doing it for myself. And I thought, okay, I just drew that ugly little character there, and now I'm just doing an interior. Let's see where this could take me. Okay, so I can bring this one down. I was wondering about that. I didn't want to comment. I hope we're not supposed to be here. Yeah, stuff like that happen. So Ashmit asked me what's my complete gear. I don't know what you mean by that. Is it like 5th gear, 4th gear, 1st gear? I guess you mean my setup. My setup is just a regular desktop PC and Cintiq Intuos 13 HD. And then sometimes I sketch on my iPad when I wanna chill on the couch and watch something on the TV. Yeah, that's my setup, I guess. Yeah, hey Roo. It was a silent movie for a while, indeed. But yeah, it's not so silent anymore. At least you can listen to the music and enjoy that. Well, that's not silent. I don't really have much to say unless you guys have questions or wanna talk about a specific topic. I'm also fine with just being quiet a bit. Sometimes also like these streams, I was like contemplating now, like should I draw a little bit or should I just game and chill? And if I didn't do like some sort of stream, I feel like I would have just ended up gaming and chilling. So I thought, yeah, let me just stream, because at least sort of I force myself to get a little bit creative, get some stuff done. Hey, Opire. Opire? I always like reading these names. Never know how to properly pronounce them. This Mac is slowly growing out its size, and this music is a bit too annoying. Next one. How is the weather? Actually, well, most of the day it was nice, and then towards the end of it, it started raining. So, I mean, yeah, I'm not complaining. It's not the most beautiful summer so far, but I'm really not complaining because we had a couple of heat waves, and in a country where um, air conditioning is not the norm, heat waves are not fun. I can tell you that much. So yeah, I'm actually welcoming a little bit of rainy, colder summer days, even though obviously it's not ideal. But with so far not really being able to go on vacation, with all the lockdowns and everything that's happening, I'm like, okay, I'm fine with this for now. So who's here? What countries are represented? I'm curious. Who's from where? This summer is really terrible. I left my window open and so much dust messing around the desk. Oh, where? Are you living in the desert, man? That's crazy. Here I would be afraid that a whole bunch of rain comes in, not dust. Let's see. Brazil. Brazil is always nice. I'm from India, so clearly I just hate summer. Yeah, most of my Indian friends that I know, they are not the biggest fans of summer indeed. From Kenya, super cold here for some reason. Yeah, I'm not familiar at all with African countries, but cold and Kenya are not two words that I would put together. That is interesting. North Mexico. Oh, nice. Rue is from the States, as we know. Tropical storm Elsa just moved through, so we are drenched. Oof. Yeah, I can imagine. Interesting, because here in the Netherlands, when people talk about storms, it's only just crazy wind. It's not really also like wet. Because yeah, I was used to, whenever we were talking about storms back in the old country, it was also a lot of rain as well. Pavel Vraco, northwest of the US, Detroit, Michigan. Robot L, are you German? Nein, ich bin nicht Deutsch. Aber ich spreche ein bisschen Deutsch, ne? And Preview said something that went away. Okay, let's do some legs for this guy. Legs there as well. How many hours do you spend sketching a day? That depends. It's between 5 and 10. It can really change a lot, since my work is also a little bit sketching related, and it depends if I feel like working. Like drawing after a full day of drawing related work activities. But yeah, I really have, I have my off and on days. Good to see you soon. Thanks, Julia Sanet Cueva. In the meantime, we have some. Let me see what I can do here. Not the biggest fan of this arm, but I guess it'll do. So what kind of job do you do? I am a visual facilitator, visual communicator. I help bigger companies translate their visions, strategies, change management things into a visual form, so they can communicate easier, but also so they can align themselves better on what they want to achieve with the future. With the old saying of one visual says more than 1,000 words. That's sort of what I'm doing. So it's a whole bunch of business-related drawing. Nothing to do with what I usually do for my YouTube content. YouTube content is fun, free time activities. But yeah, as Preview says, I did study industrial design. Those are some of the skills that I use to help people out with my visuals. We need to take a micro break. For people who are new and don't know, I have an app called Workrave that forces me to take a micro break every 10 minutes and the longer 3-minute break every 1 hour. Not great for flow, but really great for your back and muscles and neck. I am a hitman indeed. Eastern European hitman is what I am. What do I think of the Ghibli airships? I don't know from which movie. Like my Porco Rosso or Nassau and the Valley of the Wind. Which one had the airships? I'm not recalling the airship one. Hans Gruber. Oh no. I love Hans Gruber. Awesome nickname, bro. Hey man, stumbled across your YouTube 3 weeks ago. Kind of been binge watching. Cool seeing you streaming. Well, thank you very much. I hope you I'm happy that you're binge watching. I'm hoping you're finding a lot of stuff that's useful and helpful for you. I will make a video for you how to properly take hostages in a Nakatomi Plaza type building so you don't fall off again. How about that? Preview, I'm practicing ellipses for motorcycle wheels at the recent moments. Those are always good to be practiced. Yeah. It's not the easiest. Like motorcycles in general, it's not my forte, I can tell you that much. Not easy at all. Jesus Christ, I opened some reference here that is a little bit over detailed, so I don't want to stick to that. Let's keep it a bit simpler. Ashmit Singh, I'm going to UC Berkeley to study human-computer interaction. Your views? Sounds like something that will be very useful for the future. Sounds like a secure and a smart career choice. So yeah, definitely do it, man. And Hans Kuba says, you got a website to see some of your work. It's under construction. And most of the time, it's also NDA related, because the stuff that I do is mostly internal, like strategies for companies, and they can't really share that with the public. I do have some projects, and my website is slowly coming along, but yeah, lately I got a couple of more jobs and I just put the website on the back burner. The thing is, most of my work comes through word of mouth, so I'm not really pushing myself to update my website just because people recommend me to themselves, to each other. So it's not really YouTube or Instagram, because this is like totally different type of work. Well, actually, I can show something. Let me see, just so you have a feel of what I'm talking about. Let me see, work. Here we go. So this is the type of work that I do for companies. So it's sort of like, you can think of it as an infographic, but it happens together with a client. So this was just talking about like a system, all-around system for building websites and building applications for a client's client, and this was an Austrian company. And I use metaphors and all sorts of things to convey these sorts of messages. Opry, I like participating spaceship designs lately, or bipedal mechas. I'm not the biggest fan of bipedal mechas, I have to admit that. I always liked the four-legged ones quite a bit more. But yeah, bipedal mechas are awesome. I like Gundams. It's just drawing them. I enjoy the four-legged ones a bit more. Let me repeat these shapes here on this side a bit. There we go. Oh yeah, too many jobs, very secure, but I'm afraid people say it's not real design. Wow, who are these people? And what is real design and what is fake design? That's nonsense. Most, like, if you look for product design right now, most product design jobs and positions are going to be in digital products, apps, websites, stuff like that. So is that real product, or is it, if I make a soap dispenser, is that real product design? So, or what if you set up a service? What if you design a full service solution for something? That is also design, it's also sort of product design. What about experience design? What if you sort of design escape room, or sort of a fox hunt, I think it's called, throughout the city, an experience for people to share and partake in. Somebody has to design those as well, so that's also design. So I wouldn't put any credence and any believability into people who say that something is not real design. Rugai says word of mouth, best advertising. Yeah, I mean I agree, and also best for me because I'm horrible. I suck at acquisition and selling myself, so I try to just let my work do my advertising for me. and usually I'm happy with that. Does this art thing just sort of click someday and gets easier, or does it feel like an uphill climb constantly? I don't know. I have days and days. I have days where I feel that I I can't draw at all, and I have days where I'm happy and satisfied. So I guess it depends on you. You know. It's also like where you wanna go. What are your goals, and how close you are to those, and if you're reaching those or not. I guess that is going to be a big influence on also on how you feel about your current progress and current where you are in your art journey. What besides perspective do you find to be an important fundamental? Well, asks Tionanima. Well, it depends what you want to do, but anatomy is important if you want to convey stories with humans, or even for product design. Sometimes anatomy is important because you have to think about ergonomics, and you have to present. Most products that we do are used by humans, so we do have to present them being used by humans. So anatomy, perspective, and then of course if you want to illustrate your stuff, then you need color theory, you need let's take a break, I'm gonna zoom out a bit. You need color theory, values, all these things. So it can be endless, the things that are important. A redacted computer is here. Tatego asks if I have a job. Yeah, you came a little bit late. I just explained what my job is. Milan Borat, Sevas, welcome to the stream. What am I currently working on? Yeah, as I explained, I'm a freelancer and I do visual facilitation, visual communication. The work at IKEA and are quite amazing. Gerbil managers. I don't know if I would like to have gerbils as managers, to be honest. Okay, I'm not gonna take the whole 3 minutes just because it's not the most exciting for you guys either. I'm gonna do 30 more seconds and then we're going back to our little robot here. I like to respect the privacy and private lives of people. I don't like asking people what their job is. It is rude. Well, I mean, I get that, but it's also it's interesting. Like if I see somebody who's drawing, who I only see drawing on YouTube, I would probably be curious what they do as well. But it's also it differs from culture to culture what is normal and acceptable and what is a bit weird to ask. So I think it's totally fine under these circumstances. As I said, don't worry about it, Tatego. You can you can pause it and go back a little bit. As I said, I just explained what I do for work, and I just didn't want to repeat myself. Perspective is a little bit off there. Okay, so I'll have to bring this guy down here. It would be somewhere there. My plant ferns are nice. Actually, I should water the bigger one. soon. It's just that the plants take up a lot more water during summer. And that is not correct. I should, so this has to be a little bit less. There we go, something like that. Should work better. So since my camera is relatively, well, I wouldn't say low, because it is a bit high up, but still I shouldn't be able to see that area that well. But I just don't like this. No, I'm gonna take this away. I have this bad tendency of zooming in a little bit too much. And then, yeah, this would have looked, there we go, that's nicer. Yeah, I like this one more. Something like that. And then we can have that on this side as well. I'll be watching the stream tomorrow from here now. It's actually 3 AM. Oh yeah, you should, Jesus. You should go to bed, man. That is super late. I am slowly becoming an old man, and like that's a time that I have been not up in ages. Like 3 AM. Oof, I can't even remember when it was the last time that I've been up at that hour. One thing you learn from Jordan Peterson is that the room and how it is a reflection of the mind of a person. So if the room is a mess, so is the mind psyche. I think that sounds legit. I can relate to that. But then, so I like to keep my room clean, but I'm not tidy at all. Especially when it comes to my work area, I always have a million papers everywhere. But then every now and then I just get sick of too much paper, and I do. Sorry about that, guys. It is getting a bit late. But yeah, then I do clean after a while if I have stuff lying around for too much. Thank you, Barnabas. I think I just chose indie music, genre indie. Yeah. I go a lot for lo-fi hip hop and just relatively happy electric music. I thought I'll change it up today a little bit and we'll do some indie stuff. The redacted computer just turned 30. Yeah, I also just recently turned 36. So welcome to old age. Yeah, I'm yawning more and more. The other problem is that I'm also early bird. So at this hour I'm not really that functional. Especially when it comes to work or also during uni. I had a lot of friends who liked to study late in the night, and I was always the opposite. I liked waking up at as early as possible, which at uni I guess it was around 7:30, and then just get started with studying or whatever I needed to do. And then I also had more of the day left for myself. Ashmit, good night, mate. Sleep well. The data computer. Will you ever do art that has the sketch lines intact? For some reason I like imperfect looking artwork. It has character or something. Tells a story. I'm not sure I get the question. Like, do you mean this, is this intact or is this not intact? The sketch lines that I'm doing now. The thing with me is that in general I'm too lazy, or I just don't care about illustration or fine. I like illustration. No, let me say it like this. I don't care that much about finishing drawings and illustrations. So most of my stuff is quite sketchy. Tatego never felt pressure to draw a cube in their life. Well, you shouldn't feel pressure to draw anything, right? Drawing should be about you having fun, right? Oh, I mean, I will not clean this up. That's for sure. I see what you mean. Yeah. You like the yeah. I liked it as well, but so the thing is, most of the time I clean up my drawings and I hate how they look when they're cleaned up. But when they're sketchy, I guess I'm not confident enough to post my super sketchy lines. Even though, yeah, sometimes I like them as well. But yeah, just to level with you, I also, in general, when I see an artist that I really like, the main thing that I want to see from them is also their sketchbook, just to see how they handle their sketchbook, how sketchy it is. Not how sketchy it is, but what is their style, because a finished illustration just doesn't tell you as much about an artist as a final or a rough sketchy something. Yeah, I am I'm starting to lose my coherence here. But yeah, I don't plan on finishing the robot at all. I just wanted some sort of backdrop for my character. Let me put this under the lines just in case. I have Steam. What happened? Yeah, I do have Steam. I spend a bit of too much time on it as well. I should cut back on it actually, but yeah, didn't happen so far. Okay, I think I don't need to go further with that. Let's come back here. Tiago Proenka. Yeah, don't worry about it, man. You just sketch your way and you just keep on sketching, and sooner or later you will be somewhere that you like. For the longest time I had the same thing. I've been looking at other people. I just wanted to sketch like that. But after a while you're just gonna be okay with whatever you're doing. I mean, I still wish I could sketch like other people, like Kim Jing-jung, for example, I think his name is. The robot looks great, has the camera from Titan. Yeah, exactly. I love the Titanfall camera. I do squeeze that in a lot in whatever I'm drawing. And since I am horrible at anatomy and drawing human figures, I just decided that I'm gonna do these weird caricature figures and just not feel bad about myself. Yeah, King Junji, that Korean artist, exactly. That's what I meant. I just finished my product design, graduating 3 years. Congratulations! And I'm not bad at sketching, I practice every day, but I don't see any major. Yeah, okay, so that's the thing. Improvements you will not really see quickly. I have not really seen improvement in my stuff for over 10 years, I would say. And then even then, I mostly see the improvement only if I look back at work that did really a long time ago. So not really modern stuff. Got him. So I'm trying to do a bit of more African American people. Of course, I don't want to do the stereotypical big lips, but I just find it, because I'm used to drawing stupid Caucasian white people, I'm struggling a little bit with, especially when I'm doing cartoony stuff, giving features that would describe a person as African American or black. But the sketchbook has big B's. Does that mean what? Sketchbook doesn't have big B's though, does it? Yeah, exactly. If you want to see improvement, look at your first drawings. I like the way you drew the shadow in one of your videos. It looks simple and... Shadow? I'm not sure what a shadow is. I don't like this mouth. I do not like the mouth. I guess that sort of works. What if you get dogs that bark, and when they bark they shoot bees? I don't know. Jonathan Dreesen, welcome. I was thinking of just trying to do something for the Cynics challenge with the character design stuff, but I'm just not that good at character design. So I started out with just having a robot, because the characters have to be in some sort of mech academy. So I thought I can just start with having a mech and then just putting somebody in there. Very rudimentary sketch, nothing really to write home about. Someone could should actually give my white people big lips and I give black people big eyes. It works. I did not try that. Could work. I'm not that good with. So that's the thing. I'm just in general when it comes to human stuff. I'm not that good with eyes either. So I'm not sure how well I could do that. Okay, let's do another one. Let me just do transfer the height. There we go, something like that. Actually, I should do this. Let me see. Suit. Because I want to take a little bit of this, although not too much. Okay, it doesn't really make sense in hindsight. So as most people, I like NGE, of course, but it's funny how these sort of what you call it, the spandex superhero sort of body hugging thing looks really good in animated form or in cartoons, but once you translate it to human, like how do you get out of those? Doesn't make a lot of sense to do that. Oh, so at least the dogs and bees are the dogs that have peas in their mouths when they. Yeah, was that like when he was trying to break into Mr. Burns's place, right? And Mr. Burns wanted to release the hounds. I think I remember that. Yeah, the upper lip is usually the bigger one. Just because it's actually easy, it's because it's in shadow. So let me zoom in here. So if you would have the upper lip, and this is in shadow, and the lower lip is actually hid by light. So the only, am I on the wrong layer? Yeah. So let me make this smaller. The bottom lip would be in light, so where the shadow would fall is a little bit below it. But for some reason that's also like it becomes very feminine very quickly. It was when he was trying to get his son back. Okay, I guess from Mr. Burns. Do I do like the high neckline. that is pretty cool. So I will probably try and steal that one. And the shoulder things are also pretty cool. Let's zoom out a bit. I'm way too zoomed in there. Just shamelessly steal a little bit. Sherban, miss your streams. I was on holiday. Oh man, be happy that you're on holiday. I wanna go on holiday, and I don't know what's gonna happen now because we have some new lockdowns here. Well, not lockdowns, just new rules here in Netherlands, because the numbers started going up again. So I guess this would be, yeah, something like that. Oh, let me see. No, I'm not drawing a white guy. Make his arms a little longer. Usually you seems long enough to me, but let's do that. In Romania, it's pretty free to go. I was to Romania, I feel. How are you? Yeah, I mean, here is technically it's free to go as well, but I don't really want to travel until I have my second vaccination shot, which should be at the end of July. So let's see what happens then. But other than that, I'm good. Nothing to complain about. Just waiting for everything to calm down again, so we can enjoy our lives a bit more. Maybe he needs to pee. Let's give him a pee area. Actually, I do want to go and visit my dad, so I do hope that Romania won't declare the Netherlands as a red zone, because I don't want to stay in what was it called, quarantine, once I get there. Try making his shoulders point to his neckline. Reverse V gave him a Mike Mignola look. Wait, what? His shoulders point to his neckline. So this is neckline. That's an L. Reverse V would be like this. That's somebody who's shrugging, no? Like you don't want him to shrug. Where is it still June, mate? It's been July for 11 days over here. America has also already celebrated their 1st of July thing. Ooh, this is bad. So this is where you can see that I'm not quite comfortable with. This. I lost my parents to cancer, mother in 2003, two esophageal cancer, and father. Glad you still have your dad. Yeah, I lost my mom to cancer in 2013, and my dad also has a growth now, but so far it's benign, so we're hoping for the best. But I'm sorry, man, and yeah, I feel you. Sadly, cancer is something that's seems to stick around with our species, not really wanting to go away. Good night, Shaban. Sleep tight. Oh, like that. Yeah, I know what you mean. Well, technically, I could make these a little bit. Just to make him a bit stronger stancing. Yeah, I don't know why I like to make my shoulders weak. My people are weak-shouldered. It's just something that happens. This is the tricky part now. Side view. Actually, let me just look up some black character. Let's see what I'm not getting right here. Yeah, so anime black characters to me look just like normal people. And this is cool. This you can clearly see that he's a black person. But he's also looking, I want a side view. Like look to the side a little bit. Do you rest your hand on the screen, sketchbook while sketching? Is the benefit to having over instead? I do rest my hand on the screen, yes indeed. But my screen is almost vertical. Okay, so we don't need to have, let me see. These are good. Copy image. So Miles Morales also, and his lip is much smaller, so I could learn from there as well. That's good. I could also just try and do the... Oh, wrong layer. No. No! Oh man, this is not working out. Boondocks. Oh yeah, Boondocks. Boondocks. Yeah. It's very anime. Like if I would take away like, okay, look. This is why I usually don't use Boondocks for reference. If you take away the afro, like you could not say that this is a black person, other than of course the brown skin. Like, I don't have Photoshop. Can I desaturate this image? Where are you? Adjust hue saturation. Let's see. Okay, lightness. I don't know, I'm just trying to see. Okay. We're just experimenting now. We're learning. I'm gonna draw over the lines a bit. So he's gonna take his ears, his nose is there, mouth is all the way down there, giant enemy eyes, and he's a little bit frowny, right? Just a little bit of iris area, okay. Let's take everything away. And now I'm just gonna give him a haircut like that. Yeah, see? This is not necessarily a black person. Like this could be any white boy if you do it like that. So it's not really helpful. But these ones, like you can see that the lip is not overly exaggerated, but still the features are there. The nose could be a little bit more plump. Yeah, I agree with that, for sure. If this is what plum looks like. Yeah, see guys, this is why I don't draw characters usually, just because I'm not good at them. They don't have skin types in anime. Yeah, I agree. Well, okay, but to be fair, it's Japanese people mostly. Anime comes out of Japan, and just the black skin tone is not as common. I was always like, when I was watching anime, I was a bit like, okay, this is clearly the same type of body type and everything. They just gave it a darker skin tone. I could live with this one actually. I like this one. Just give him a bit of a smile. Other characters. Yeah, I don't really know the other characters. It's been ages since I watched Boondocks. Yeah, the older characters are better. I agree there. booty warrior. Yeah. Okay, let me return to this one just because I have a few small replica firearms. My favorite is the Barrett 50 cal or the Beretta. I do not. I do not. We do not do arms here. Okay. Let me just do the body. I'm just gonna oh no. 6, 7. Okay. This needs to be bigger. I'm just gonna keep it a bit simpler. Yeah, but if you build the Mac like that, so the redactor computer says he would love to build a Mac. I mean, I saw a couple of people building them. It's just, I feel it would be a disappointment no matter what. Just because we're used to and we have like expectations with Macs from all sorts of comics and anime, and I don't think that we could reach those. This is just not coming together, is it? Doing something weird here. So I think, yeah, it is too realistic compared to the other one. I have to keep it a little bit cartoony. This is much harder than... so that's why I decided not to participate in the in the challenge. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen the dogs from Boston Dynamics. It's quite on the creepy side. Let's see. This song is pretty nice. What's the name? Give me a second. It is... This was the song. Tatego says, you are right. They actually just changed skin tone rather than adjusting mouth and stuff. I heard that they can't sleep in their workplace making anime episodes and stuff. I heard they can sleep. Well, I think they are forced to sleep there. I heard some nightmare stories. I would not like to work under those conditions. go. PT Halo asks, when you draw, how you make the contour? I'm not sure I understand the question. If you could go a little bit deeper into it, I would love to explain it, but I'm just not sure I understand what you mean by that. Because when I draw, because I draw with lines, I automatically create the contour, right? So I'm trying to make a side face. Yeah, something like this. There we go. I have a facial expression. Everyone in Japan is overworked. Yeah, it's not the nicest stories that you hear about Japanese work culture. I recently installed a used Blu-ray drive I got from eBay into my old PC so I can watch the burn Blu-ray discs. Works well. I actually, so this is a relatively funny story. I like building my own computers just because it's much cheaper than buying anything else. And I was putting together my computer and I was looking to, okay, what do people recommend as our good parts and what is a good housing for the computer. And I bought it, and I bought a DVD or Blu-ray writer reader, and turns out that the housing didn't have any space for the DVD or Blu-ray reader. So with that, I just had it laying around the house, and I couldn't use it. So much for me being prepared for stuff. I didn't build that many. Well, I don't know, because back in Romania I built a lot of PCs, but those were like mostly old and bad ones, and it was less building and more like scavenging parts together. Yeah, it's definitely lower. Something like that. Sorry if I say about the question, when you make the contour, you make them more wider in some specific part, like when they touch the ground. Yes. Yes. Okay, let me, I can explain that here. So in general, every line that is on the shadow side, and like usually the light comes from here for me, it means that the lines that are underneath there or are on the shadow side will be a little bit thicker. So on this side I will leave relatively light, same as here. So this will be probably shadow area, and also overlapping lines, just so you see, like this leg is in the front, so it should be a little bit thicker than the one in the back. So the meaning of that's usually line thickness. It's you either show shadows or you show overlapping areas. Those are the main things that you do. He's not smoker, come on man. We're not promoting that here. This is a family friendly channel. We're promoting healthy living and lifestyle. He's just doing a sigh. Something like that. I think that's okay. Okay, let's see if we have any more questions, and I think I can call it a night. I have an unopened 750 watt mini Corsair power supply from a PC build that fizzled out. Ouch! That does not sound too good. I have two in my room, one in the PC I built in 2016. I built mine in 2016. Sadly, it's getting a bit old now, and finished in 2017. And the other is one built in 2019, 2020. One I mainly use for games, and the other I use for art. Well, I usually use mine for games and art, but I really need to upgrade my GPU, which is impossible at the moment because everything is freaking expensive. 30, yeah, I was looking at a 3070, but it's just, yeah, it's not payable. It's payable, of course, but I'm not gonna pay the money that they ask for it now. What program am I using? I'm using Sketchbook. If you take a look at my gallery, I have several tutorials on Sketchbook. He's not vaping, no. We're not doing that here either. He's just tired. Here, let me... See, he's a little bit exhausted. He just had a training session. No, I'm not gonna post this on IG. This is just for fun, just for now. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I will call this a night because it is way over my sleeping schedule. Thank you very much for joining in, for keeping me company, and taking a look how horrible I am at drawing human beings. Okay. Good night, everybody. See you around, I would say. Bye-bye.